Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Divi Spaces on a lovely Thursday. My name is Renik. I'm your host, and we have The Voice and Rob joining us as well. As usual, please ask any questions as we go on. Hit those reaction buttons so we know if you like it, if you don't like it. And also don't forget to share so other people can find us now or maybe even later. For those who are new to Divi or joining us later, we're all about making crypto easy and accessible for everyone. At the same time, our focus has recently been on utility, and if you go onto our website at diviproject.org, you can find out all about where we're heading in terms of utility with our roadmap and the light paper as well we released last month. So, without further ado, let's get on to it. Voice, over to you. Rob, can you go mute, please?
He's in a coffee shop.
Thank you.
Hey, so if you can hear my kids are walking out, that's a little noise. So if you can apologize, apologies. I just wanted to give an update on the mobile wallet. For those of you who have mobile wallet staking vaults, you want to do this. You want to tap your profile icon in the top left-hand corner. So don't wait. You need to do it. You need to tap your profile icon in the top left-hand corner. The second thing you need to do is tap settings. When you tap settings, there's an option. I think it's the third option down. I don't have it on my screen. I'm going from memory. That third option down is subscriptions. If you have a vault and you don't have a staking vault subscription, it's not doing anything. You need to update that subscription. You need to go ahead and click that link. There's a link in there. You can click the link. It's got a couple of dots to the right if it's saying expired or something. If it's, let me just back up for a second. If you don't have a subscription, you need to unvault. You need to revault and create a subscription. If you have an expired subscription, you need to click the three dots and then update the card for that. You need to do that right away. If you don't do it and you're not checking that, then I told you so. How about that? All right, that's all my updates.
That's perfect. Thank you. I actually checked it while you were saying that.
Smart.
And it was spot on. Perfect. So today we want to talk about market making. So I think especially given the price taking off, the last couple of weeks as well, and the market getting better, I think it's definitely an area to talk about. And obviously you guys have been talking about it in Discord as well. So Rob, Voice, take it away.
Am I allowed to talk now?
Yeah, you're off.
Yeah. I heard you say shut up. Sorry, I had to move to a place where Wi-Fi is better. Unfortunately, I get street noise here. First thing we should probably talk about, though, is what is market making? When I was first told about it, I didn't understand what it was. I equated market making with wash trading.
Exactly.
So right up the front, what wash trading is this fake maneuver to make fake volume on exchanges where you have two accounts and you set up a bot to move funds between those two accounts. And then what it looks like is there's a bunch of volume, right? And so you get these inflated volume numbers. And that's what wash trading is. It makes something look important where it's not. Market making is different. Oh, good God. Okay, sorry if you hear that horn. Market making is different. And I'm not an expert on this, but so I'm just going to relate what I understand. Market making is about providing liquidity to people who are coming, wanting to buy and sell. And one real great way I heard it described was it really helps people to buy and sell to people in the future. There are a number of strategies for market making. The one that I'm most familiar with is a strategy that just keeps the spread small or fixed. So let's just say for us it might be 0.2 or what are we at, 0.002 gap between the bid and the ask there. I'm not really sure what it's kept at. But that's the key, is to make it keep that fixed. And then when people buy and sell, if somebody sells, right, then the bid goes down and the gap gets larger, and then the market maker will close that gap. And the same with buying, it's to close the gap. And that's one strategy. And it just keeps the liquidity available for people to come in and buy and sell as they need, and not have to wait for somebody else to match their trade in some way or another. Mm-hmm. And so it helps keep a stock or a coin lively. And available to everybody all the time. That's why you pay market makers, and also you generally pay them. And then in other cases, I don't know if Divi's one of those cases, they actually make money on the trades by providing this service.
Yeah.
That's as far as I can understand. The benefit to all of us is that people can get in and get out much more easily. And it helps keep our coin as something that looks lively.
I think that was a pretty darn good example. I mean, essentially it makes it, a market maker does make money. It makes money on the trades, and there is a tight range that they work within. They're always willing to buy at one price, and they're always willing to sell at one price. And market makers don't benefit if the market tanks. They don't always benefit if the market, green candles like somebody fat fingered it. What they want to do is provide a coin owner the ability to make sure that they can either buy out an offer or fulfill an offer, maker or taker. And market makers exist in nearly every industry, including gold, including silver, including stocks. They're all around. And so if somebody goes to somebody and they want to buy a large quantity and it goes to a market maker, that market maker can be one person. It can be many people, even everybody on this call right now, called Twitter Spaces, I'm thinking about a call. Everybody on the Spaces could constitute forming an entity that could be considered a market maker if you guys pulled everything together and said, hey, I want to buy X currency, and in this case it would be Divi or whatever it would be, for a certain range of value, and provide liquidity based upon your offerings, both up and maker and taker. Or it can be a company in this case that manages those assets, and there's tools for it and bots for it. It just makes everything a little bit smoother for everyone in the market. And then you don't see somebody complaining that, hey, I wanted to buy a diamond's worth, or I wanted to buy a copper's worth, and there's no liquidity. There's always some liquidity there. It may not always be visible in those orders on the order books, because those kinds of orders may not be visible. But if there's a market maker there, it will take that order. Yeah, so it'll fill it for us.
Absolutely. I think that it helps kind of clear things up on that side. Rob, I had to put you on mute just so no noise gets through. So unmute when you want to speak.
I sorry about that. I actually closed the door, so it should be a little bit more quiet, except for that.
He's now in the bathroom. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so I know you guys have also been speaking to the community as well around market making and kind of helping out. Do you want to share a summary from that?
Yeah, so let me touch on that for a bit. So I posted in the DAO channel. Sorry? Okay, so I posted in the DAO channel a description of the kind of the situation, what's been happening up until what's been happening this whole time is Labs has been paying for market making. And it was never one of its responsibilities. And they're trying to make, they need to unload that. And that should always have been part of it, like in the community and the foundation's kind of responsibilities. And so that's, we're looking to continue the transition of making Divi a community, more community controlled. The first step in that was creating the DAO. And then there's going to be things in the DAO that need to be done with the community. This is one of them. I didn't post an actual proposal, because I wanted to discuss it first, and there was actually quite a bit of discussion, questions, and what's the benefit to me? And the benefit to everybody is that they have a more vibrant coin. That when people look in and there's actual activity there, they can say, okay, they can feel more comfortable about getting in. So so I recommend people go there to look at the whole discussion there. Neeks has been fielding all the questions regarding. I think he's done a great job. We've got some buy-in so far. And eventually we're going to kind of craft a proposal as to how funding a market maker will work. And that part of it's ongoing. There's no kind of conclusion on that yet. But that's basically what it was. That's what's going on in there. So if you want to participate or find out more, I'd head in there.
That's great. Any questions on that from anybody? No, doesn't like we've got any questions. Always it's great to get involved with the DAO so you can actually, guide wherever we are heading in terms of the business, the foundation. And if you want to find out more, head over to our Discord channel and we'll direct you there. Anything else to add, boys, Rob?
No, on that topic.
Yeah, no. He's sort of spearheading the DAO. I mean, as far as community activities go, I think he's done a pretty good job getting the proto DAO started. Yeah. I can't wait for future DAO also.
Me too.
I'm happy with proto DAO. The more involvement we have on serious topics, as we were sort of training wheeled into small topics, concerning masternodes and NFTs, and those are all super important. But essentially, the market maker option, as Rob has stressed, has always been the foundation, and of course not labs, but they've been doing that for the foundation. So it's good that we do that task as the community, as we participate, as we're in the DAO, as we sort of guide or assist or whatever terminology you would use, Rob, with the foundation, so we can keep that moving forward as part of the future goals, which was talked about, I think, originally in the white paper.
There was a time we actually had two market makers on it, and now I'm realizing, I wonder if we can. It's just an idea. We'll talk about it in the DAO itself in Discord, but I mean, we could go back and try that Hummingbot thing, because that thing had market making bots that people could launch. And there's not a reason why there can't be a bazillion market makers. They kind of work against each other and create more liquidity. So that's another possible strategy we could discuss in there.
If we do the Hummingbot, I really think that we should really have some sort of
lessons.
I hate to say it, but some crypto made easy tutorial for Hummingbot.
Exactly.
Because of course that was something that I think that Captain Nemo really got into it, but some people played with it a little bit too much and then kind of shot themselves in the foot.
We can talk about it in there, and then I totally agree. Like, we need to make a tutorial or something to make it happen. But I just thought of that.
It's not like it's got a GUI, right? I mean, you don't really have this GUI. You got it. That's the issue with these tools, is they tend to be a little bit more hands-on, and you're running it in code. You're running it in a terminal, a bash terminal or a Windows terminal, and so if you're not running it that way or don't have familiarity.
Honestly, I think it's a little better than that.
Is it better than that?
Yeah, I think it's better than that. But you know what? Before I talk more on that, let me just dive in there a little bit to see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll have to follow up because it's been a couple of years since we did that. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we've got Mike here with a question or a comment. Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I messed with the Hummingbot a couple years ago when we did that. I would just, if we're going to push anybody to do anything, just use the KuCoin bots, because you're going to have a KuCoin account anyway. The U.S. users wouldn't be able to use Hummingbot because you need to connect to a KuCoin API. So,
interesting.
I would just recommend, if we're just, the KuCoin bot is as simple as it gets, and it would just simply provide liquidity in addition to our market maker.
What? That's a great idea.
Another idea. So yeah, another third thing to explore. So let's definitely have that conversation in Discord. I think that's a good idea.
I'm writing that down. The KuCoin bot.
All right. But that's all I have on that. Like in terms of the DAO and the market making stuff. If anybody has any questions on anything else Divi related, happy to answer.
Yeah, me too. I gave my update already, so.
Yeah.
Oh, for those of you who follow my account, and of course, I always say if you don't like what I say, you don't have to follow me. I'm just not. But anyway, I did post a couple of tweets. It looks like there are maybe 3 validators that are mining blocks, staking, that are totally shooting themselves in the foot. They're using an old daemon, and their Coinbase, if they were on 3.0.0.0, would be 664. So the Coinbase is what you actually create when you mine the block, and you pay yourself that. Right now, their Coinbase, because they have an under 3, they're paying themselves 304. So they're doing all the work. Now, God bless them. One of them won a lottery last week. So, I mean, you're like, okay, that's fine. But overall, these three accounts are just, there might be a couple of more. I'll find them, but they're earning half for all the work they're doing. So make sure that if you're a manual, that means probably most likely a desktop validator, or if you're one of those, cowboys out there that's crazy and running a hot wallet on a VPS somewhere, Windows, Linux, whatever the heck you're doing, you should update that node. You shouldn't do that. You could do a vault and it would be much safer, but just update it so you're actually mining blocks and paying yourself. I made the joke, but it's true. Hey, look, guys, we have deflation going on right now. We got a few people that are minting half, so that's going to make our coin supply less. It's a joke, but it's true.
Absolutely.
There you go. Deflation unintended.
Great.
You're going to have to change your chart, Rob.
Yeah, right.
Okay. That's great. I think that's pretty much it for these Spaces. If you haven't got
Anybody got any questions? We're here about almost 20, we're going into almost 24, 25 minutes here. So, yeah, we normally have Jim. Anybody else? We had Mike. Looks like no hands up. No hands up. All right. Renuk, take us out.
That's it. Perfect. Thank you everyone for joining us, and hope to see you all next week. And Mike, thanks for getting engaged with us. Take care. See you all.
Bye-bye now.